Welcome to the second video of my Nikon MB-D16 battery grip for the Nikon D750 digital camera. This time round I do actually have the Nikon D750 digital camera. So some people said, can they see it with the grip on the camera? So here we go. Please look at my other video if you want to see the ins and out of the grip. One thing that you do need to do is take off this rubber kind of connector cover from the actual bottom of the camera. So if we put the screen down, this comes from just there, so it just kind of peels off. And then what you then do is you put the cover just into this little section here, just pad it down, and it just goes flush against that. And then what you then need to do is just line it all up, and then just use this lock screw and it just screws in, and then you see the little green light, just put it on there. That's just to say that the connection's been made, and there you go. It's really nice. As I said before, the grip is nice and small. Well, sorry, the grip is nice and deep, not small. People do talk about the camera as being Nikon's smallest full-frame camera out there, but then again I've got the Nikon D610, which is this one here, and to be quite honest with you, there's not a huge bit of difference. So that's a D610, this is the D750. I think if it might be a tiny bit less wide than the D610, but the height is pretty much the same. The grip is deeper on the D750 than it is on the D610. When holding it this way, I do actually find it a lot easier to hold the D750. It's a much nicer grip than the D610. Equally, obviously on the back you don't have the flippy out screen. It does feel a little bit lighter than the D610, but not a huge amount. If you want to see it, the D750 with a lens, conveniently I got the 24-70 2.8 lens with the camera. I will just put that on for you now. It makes the camera a heck of a lot more heavy, considering the lens weighs pretty much a kilogram. But that's what it looks like with a 24-70 lens. A lot of people don't actually use it with the hood. So it turns out to be a beefy camera. It's nothing small. I mean, people talk about it being small. It's not exactly a amateur camera such as the 5200 range or the 3000 range. It's certainly up there with the big boys. Not necessarily D4S type, but as I say, it's not small. It's big enough. Certainly for when I'm doing weddings, I'd be quite happy with that hanging around my neck or on my sling. Don't want it too heavy, but then again I don't want it too small either. It's nice to have a reassuring, well-built camera. So anyway, you got your usual controls again. Just take this off, it always helps. So that'll just obviously do your portrait buttons, then your menu selection. So if we quickly go onto the menu, we'll just make sure we can go over here, and then we can just go down the menus like so, and then across if we need to do anything. So there you go, pretty much exactly the same as any other battery grip out there, and how it works with the camera. So thank you very much, and goodbye.